Unpacking the unseen costs of comparison. You think that you are just scrolling and swiping, not knowing that by every swipe you are telling your brain that you are not good enough. You're telling your brain that you are behind, and you think that your journey is not important just because of the comparison culture. So today I want to talk about that, and I want us to first look at what happens when you are not paying attention to this comparison culture, right? So the first thing that happens is you lose your confidence because you think that you're not doing enough. You are not mindful of the effort that you've put in all this time, and you just think that people are doing better than you, not knowing where you have been, where you come from, and why what you are doing is important. Right? And then the second thing is you waste so much of your energy running a wrong race. When you're comparing yourself with other people, you don't focus on what you're doing. Instead, you focus on what they're doing. You forget that as people, we are in different journeys, we are in different stages. Someone might be a beginner, and someone might be experienced, and someone might be an expert. And if you're comparing yourself with someone else's lane, you forget where you've been. You devalue your progress, and you think that just because this person is doing better than you, then you think that you are falling behind, and that you think, and you also feel like you are not good enough, right? And then the third thing is you lose gratitude for your journey. You take for granted all the things that you have obtained up until this point. You take for granted all the effort that you've put in before, just because you feel like someone is doing way better than you, not knowing what happens behind closed doors, not knowing what effort they have put in to be where they are right now, not knowing what are their priorities, not knowing what are their values, not knowing what is their purpose. So it's very important that you focus on you focus on your journey, on what you want, on your values, on your purpose, and on what you are trying to achieve. Right? So how to resolve this comparison crisis? The first thing is you need to learn to curate your environment. Make sure that your environment is working for you. Right? Go to social media and do a cleanup where you look at all the accounts that you're following and ask yourself, this account that I'm following right now, is it helping me towards my goal, or is it making me doubt my progress? Is it making me feel the urge to compare myself? And is it making me feel like I am unworthy or not doing enough? And unfollow those accounts that are making you feel like you are doing less than what you're supposed to do, or those that make you feel the need to compare. Unfollow them or mute them, or even better, you can just take a break from social media, stay away from it, and focus on your goals. And when you are ready, or when you feel confident enough in your goals, then you can go back there and see what is happening in the world. But you must never let yourself be so focused on social media that you forget what is your purpose, why are you doing what you're doing, right? And then another thing is you need to celebrate your small daily wins. Every time you win something, even if it is small for you, you need to learn to appreciate that. That way your brain will be trained to look more for things that are amazing. Your brain will be trained to look for more things to celebrate. And when this happens, you will see that even as you are working or doing anything throughout your day, you will be looking for things that you can appreciate by the end of your day, because your brain will look for what you want to find out there, right? And then another one is you need to learn to limit scrolling, which is why I said either you unfollow those people or you even take a social media detox. You can do this maybe once a week. Just tell yourself that on this specific day you are not going to scroll on social media, and when you're busy you don't really have time to do this. So allow yourself to be busy. Focus so much on your goals that you don't have the time to go and pick on other people's goals. Focus on your goals so much and be so dedicated to them that you don't feel the need to compare your progress with other people's progress. And then another one is just remind yourself, what is your assignment? What are you trying to achieve? Why are you trying to achieve that goal? I think when you're very rooted in your why, it's easy for you to do what you're supposed to do because you know the bigger reason as to why this is important for you. So remind yourself, why is what you're doing important? And the more you do that, the more you will have the energy to go out there and try your goals and know that each and every effort that you are putting in right now is compounding to something that is going to be amazing in the future, and keep going. All right. And then another one is practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude is so important. We tend to think that the things that we have an entitlement. We tend to think that they will always be here. Appreciate your effort. Appreciate all the hurdles that you have passed to. Appreciate each and everything that you have. And the more you do that, the more you won't feel the need to compare yourself with other people. Because when you are not grateful, you tend to think that you also deserve that. But when you look at what you have already and you appreciate that, you will attract to you more things that you can be grateful for. Tell yourself for just 24 hours that, you know what, today I will look for things to be grateful for. They can be as small as a cup of tea. They can be as small as the wind, the sunshine, the rain, whatever it is, the sound of the birds chirping outside. Allow yourself to find things to be grateful for. And when you're finding things to be grateful for, ask yourself, why am I grateful for this? And when you have the bigger why as to why you're grateful for this thing, you'll see that your state of being will also just change. You will just be so grateful and your mood will also be lifted immediately. Right? And then I want to leave you with 5 affirmations that will help you to let go of the need for comparison. Affirmation number 1 says, I release the need for comparison. When you release the need for comparison, then you won't compare because you know that there's no need for you to compare. You are content with where you are and you know that your journey is important. Right? The second affirmation is, my journey is valid. You need to learn to validate yourself. You need to learn to remind yourself that your journey is different, but it is valid. It is okay for you to be in a different journey than someone else. Okay. And then affirmation number 3 is, my pace. Affirmation number 3 is, my pace is perfect. My pace is perfect. So if you are content with how you are going, how you're running your race, the pace that you are taking your things, then you will be okay. You won't see the need to compare yourself with someone else who has been training for years, who is not in the same lane as you. Just focus on your pace and remind yourself that your pace is perfect. Right? And then affirmation number 4 is, what's for me will never miss me. Knowing this gives me so much peace because I know that if a blessing is meant for me, I don't need to chase it. I don't need to hustle and bustle and fight for it. If it is meant to be in my life, it will be in my life. And there will be peace that comes with that. There will be contentment that comes with that. So remind yourself that everything that is meant for you will be for you. And stop controlling things. Let go. Allow things to happen the way they're supposed to happen. And then the last one is, I am exactly where I am supposed to be. This is also about trusting the process and knowing that where I am right now is where I am supposed to be. The times where I thought I was delayed, there was a lesson that I was supposed to learn in that moment. The times where I thought I was supposed to be further in life, there was something in that season that I had to learn. So I am okay with where I am. I am okay with not knowing everything in the future because I trust the creator of the universe. I trust the creator of the universe, and I trust the the creator who holds my future, right? I hope this helps. If you struggle with comparison, you need to be kind and compassionate towards yourself and know that it is totally normal. As human beings, we tend to be so competitive sometimes, but don't allow yourself to be dragged into that rabbit hole. Instead, be aware of that and find ways to be mindful about that and find ways to change it. Okay, I hope this video has taught you one lesson or two. Have a day as beautiful as you are. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. I love you. Until next time, bye.